So to get detail components, so these are basically 2D components, go to the Annotate tab where all the 2D stuff lives, go to Component, go to Detail Component, and then you can go to Load Family. It's going to bring up your load family, and if you are in the US Imperial, you want to go to Detail Items. And it has the CSI divisions, so you will get used to maneuvering in here. The first, we've got a lot of wood in here, so I'm going to go into the wood and plastic, right? And I need some wood framing, so I'm going to need some 2x10 ledgers. That's a 2x12. These are 2x6s, so I'm going to get a 2x10, a 2x12, and a 2x6 section cut. So if I go to wood framing, there's nominal cut lumber section. So that's non-continuous, and then that's continuous, right? So I'm just going to open nominal cut lumber section, and it's going to give me all the different sizes over here, and I want a 2x6, a 2x10, and a 2x12. So I'm just going to go, okay, load those in, and I can just set them off to the side if I want to. This is the 2x6, so it wants to go right there, right? There's one of them. And then there's another one up at the top. We'll just put that guy in. We can move it later. And then I'm going to load family, go up, and I'll get the 2x6 non-continuous. So if I go to wood framing, there's the lumber section non-continuous, and there's my 2x6 non-continuous. So that section, the half the X means that is not, that's like blocking. It goes in between. This means it goes continuously all along the top like a plate. Let's go ahead and go to the component, detail component, and I'll come to my pull down over here and I'll grab that 2x12, right? And that guy should go over here, right? So there's the 2x12 for that. And then I'm going to need the 2x10 for the ledger, which goes below this guy, right here. And it wants to line up if you can get it, right? So there's the 2x10 ledger. So basically these are just 2D items, right, that you bring in and use. I'm going to go ahead and grab the, whoops, this needs to go on the other side of that, sorry, whoops. I'm going to go ahead and grab the LVL now. Right, so it's going to go, see if I can get it to line up with that. Nope, I have to move it from there to there. There we go. Alright, so there's where those guys go. Alright, so now I'll go get the LVL component, detail component, load family, and this is not wood framing, it's glue laminated construction, right? So section, click open, and we'll just go ahead and pop that guy in here for right now. Whoop, right? And that guy is, what is it, a 1 3/4 by 20. So if I pick that, go to edit type, let's rename it 3.5 by 20. Click OK, and the depth is going to be 20 inches. And if I click OK, it moves that guy to 20 inches, and then I just need to move that down, you know, to where it fits. So we're starting to get sort of this set up right here, right? A couple of other things. Maybe we want to go get the plywood that lives on the other side of this. So I'm going to go to component, detail component, and load family. And if I go up back to the main divisions, if I go to wood and plastic again, you're going to see there's sheathing, right? And here's a plywood section, right? So I'm just going to open that guy. And the plywood section comes in, it's doing a 3/4 inch. I'm just going to do, let's see if they have, let's go ahead and do 3/8 for right now, but I can come in and left click and draw this guy in here, right? And it puts in that plywood section. So maybe it is actually 3/4, or maybe it's 1/2 inch probably. I think it's 7/16, so let's duplicate it and make it 7/16 and change that to 7/16. and click OK. Alright, so now we've got that guy in there, and you can use that in other places. So like if you go to create similar, if this is also the same plywood, right, you can draw that in, and then create similar. Oops, sorry. Create similar and draw this guy in. So basically and if you hit the space bar, it'll flip it back and forth, right? So, or rotate it. So basically you're just going in and filling this out with different details. So here's a bolt, right? So if we go in and look for bolts, you may not know exactly where those are, but if I go to detail component, load family, and I go up to the top, right, I'm going to go to metals, maybe common work results, metal fastening. There's bolts. Oop, look at that, bolt side. Click open, right, and there it is. And that thing will just pop right in there, and you can then adjust it, right, wherever you want it to be. Okay, so that was just I just want to do a quick version of how that guy works. Maybe I'll split this into two, but anyway, that's it. All right.